Hi, I'm Tiffany Bowles, and this is my final technology project for ETEC 527. So, my project is really based on a specific outcome, a specific piece of the curriculum I wanted students to work on. So, I'm actually going to have to talk about the lesson and then the technology. So I'm going to be working with Blackout Poetry, which allows students to find, extend, and create meanings in pages of the written word. So what the heck is Blackout Poetry? So blackout or erasure poetry is an artistic form of poetry that takes a page of words and transforms it into poetry through erasing and blacking out words. Pretty simple, right? Well, I found a great website that helps you do this. It has some limitations, but it is a great starting point to introduce this topic to students. So we have headed over to erasures.wavepoetry.com, and you can see this website. It is a website that allows students to create a blackout or erasure poetry online. They can click on make an erasure, look at the text, or they can just click at one of the provided texts. If you want your students to log in, they can make an account, they can post their poems here. I chose not to do that just because creating another account and then remembering more passwords and more logins really uses too much time in my classroom. So I'm going to use the option where they just choose a poem and work on it. So my students are going to try it, and their first attempt is going to be to create a blackout poem from a poem titled The Voyage Out, and they are going to base their word choice on their own voyage out of high school and try to make some personal connections within the excerpt and make it a poem about themselves rather than the literature. So when we go to erasures.com, we're actually going to click on The Voyage Out. Then when it pops up, this is what you see. You see a page of text, and they create their poem by just clicking on the words they would like to erase. So the words that are left will be the words that create their poem. So it's pretty simple. They just really have to think about their words and what they're going to choose. And if they make a mistake, if they decide they want to use a word, they just click on it and it comes back. So really user friendly, really simple. It's not going to take a long time to explain on how to use this technology. So when they are done, they are going to go over to the side and they are going to choose the print option. It does give them the option to title their piece of work and list their name. And when they do that, I am going to have them save it as a PDF because then they'll have a digital file of it without having to log into the website. So here's an example. This is one that I made using that page. And so you can see it makes a rather simplistic poem, yet it can have a deep meaning to the writer. So the students are then going to upload their poems to Padlet. I will have set up this classroom Padlet. It is easy to use. You just basically make an account and you click on Make Padlet. There are like 4 different kinds. I chose one with columns because I'm going to be looking at more than one poem. And the student just clicks on the plus and chooses to upload their document. If you want to use Padlet for something else, you can use pictures and things. And I'll have another link to a full tutorial on Padlet, but rather simplistic. So when they upload a poem, they'll upload it. The other students will be able to read it. And they will be able to like it, so they can always vote on the favorite poem of the class, and they can add comments, and that will be where the discussion takes place between the students. So they're going to upload their work, comment, like the poetry, and then I will extend it using another piece of literature, actually, and have them do the same for character analysis. Thank you.